Hello you guys, today we are here at All Star Movies and I'm sharing my room tour and setup. So we're going to be going through the room, showing you what it looks like, but also what it looks like with our stuff in it. We've been in here for 5 days now and wanted to show you what it looks like, a lived-in room, and also what kind of storage space you have with actual things in it, because I feel like that gives you a little bit better perspective. But before we jump into that, hi, my name is Ashley and on this channel I share tips, tricks, and hacks for taking toddlers and little kids to Disney, Disney planning tips, travel tips, as well as vlogs from our adventures along the way. So if that's content that you're into, click the red subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button if you enjoy this video and getting an idea of whether this is a room you would like to stay in or just kind of giving you a view of what you've already booked. But let's jump into the room. All right, so we have lived here for 5 days. So this is kind of what it looks like with stuff in it. It is one of the smaller rooms on Disney property. Being a value category, it is smaller, but the organization in this room is amazing, and honestly, and to me, kind of rivals some of the deluxe accommodations that we've stayed in, not in the size, but just in its organization of even how small it is. There's plenty of room for everything. Like, everything has a place. And so I really like that. I'm into organization and being able to like have spots for things. So this makes me happy. But just right as you come in, you have this nice little table here. We weren't utilizing this because we didn't need a second queen size bed, but that is a full fold down queen size bed. I will insert some footage here of what it looks like when you fold it down. You do have to move the chairs out of the way, but the table actually like folds down onto itself, which is really, really cool. So you can pop it up and have a spot to eat, but then you do have that extra bed. So if you do have more adults or your kids are older, that can be a great spot for that. So this is what that bed looks like all folded out, and it does have some cute Disney artwork up there with Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they're dreaming of sports, movies, as well as music. So just to kind of tie it all in with the Disney theming here. So super, super cute to have a fun little extra. And then as you can see, these two beds are the same, basically the same height with maybe an inch difference, but this is a full-on mattress. It is not a thin mattress. So I mean, you can see just from my hand there, it's a pretty deep mattress. I don't know, probably a 10 to 12 inch mattress here. So you've got a traditional bed in this fold down bed. So you're not talking some paper thin pull out couch or sleeper sofa kind of situation. So much more comfortable if you have another adult in this bed. So highly, highly recommend these rooms with this layout. It is amazing. And then just to turn that light off, because I know someone's gonna be like, oh my God, that stays on the whole time. You just flip that switch and it turns off the upper light and the interior light. So you're ready to go and ready to hit the hay, go to sleep. We're just kind of using it as bag central. So we have all of our park bags and diaper bags and everything here spread out on the table. So we can kind of have that to have as like a landing zone for everything to get set up as. Here on the left side, you do have kind of a nightstand type area with 2 traditional outlets and then 2 USBs down here. Got the girls' rain jackets over here, but then you've got a little storage area there, and then this was over by the beverage area, but I have moved it over here because we just needed to rearrange things, but it's a little trash and recycle. And then you have your chairs over here. They have the little design in them for all of the All-Stars. So you have movies and different balls for sports, as well as the records for music. So that's kind of neat and has that little vibe going to it. Finishing out this side of the room, we have your traditional queen size bed, which is really, really nice. We have our owner's lockers here. I will be sharing a video on those later. If it's already up, I will link it down below. If it's not, check back or subscribe for more. That will be coming soon. But that's what those purple boxes are. And then here I have the other nightstand. So you've got your phone, 2 outlets, 2 USBs, your lights for everything. So lots of charging stations throughout this room, which I really, really appreciate. Being a family with lots of camera batteries and watches, and you need to charge your Magic Band Plus, it's great. Our very lazily made bed, and then the same setup here for the nightstand on this side of the room as well. And then this part is a little bit more on the narrow side, so you do have to kind of shimmy back there just a little bit, but it's not bad at all. So let's pop her back around to the other side of the room. So back where you came in the door, we have our Toddler's inflatable bed and her slumber pod set up here. I was really hoping it would fit in this little area, but unfortunately it was just like this much too big, and I didn't want to like squish the bed being an inflatable bed. You get the idea, but I was really hoping it would go there. But if you had a pack and play, it would definitely fit there. So if you had 2 kids in pack and plays, it would have definitely slid up into that space there. Our slumber pod would have flexed and been just fine to go into that spot, to be able to put over that, but it just didn't work out. So now we're having this. Now with this little setup, we are able to move it out of the way. So let me show you how we've been doing that. As you can see, that's how we have been doing it. We'll just prop the little bed up so we can get in and out of the door really easily, or anyone else like housekeeping or anything coming in. Now let me spin it around and show you. Right back here is where we've just been flexing because it's really bendable for the like poles. I had to think about what I was saying here. The poles to like collapse them down and be able to put them over there. So that's worked out really, really well. I'll get you a little bit closer shot. So these will just go like that. So as you saw, so they'll just like go together, and we can prop that up over here, which works out really well. That's kind of an out of the way spot for us. And then we have all of that space to come and go. But let me show you how we have the beverage set up and what this looks like here. Starting up at the top, we just have a little bit of everything. We've got snack bars and laundry detergent and liquid IVs and all the good stuff here. So this has just kind of been our snack center. My husband has all of our charging things right there, or some of our charging things. So we've got that. You do have your little coffee maker, the Cuisinart coffee maker. So it comes with the little spots for your coffee, and it does come with these little like pod type things here. And then you do also have 2 outlets back there, and then this is the light for the beverage center, which is really cool. And then coming down here, you do have this nice drawer. It has quite a few more coffees in here. You have tea over here. Got a nice little Earl Grey, some Sweet and Low, some stir sticks, and then you do have some creamer, and then regular sugar, and then to-go cups, which is really cool because then you can like make a little in-room coffee, take it to go if you wanted to while you're headed to the bus stop. And then this is, I'm not gonna get on a rant about it, but this is a beverage cooler. Just to note, it only cools to 41 degrees and above. So if you are coming here and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna order groceries and I'm going to get my kids milk, this will not keep milk, Uncrustables, it won't keep a lot of things at appropriate temperatures. We've been here for 5 days, and we did fruit. The fruit has been okay. We've been okay with that. It's great for water. And then these are actually shelf stable pouches that we purchased, but we like to serve them chilled just because that's the way our girls like them. We do this at home too. But you can serve these chilled. There's also yogurt ones. You can do shelf-stable milk that way. And so, yeah, that is what we like to do. I did get some cheese sticks, which have in the back stayed fine, but I wouldn't do any other dairy beyond that. That's tended to work well for us. But like I said, this is something that it's not going to keep breast milk. It's not going to keep traditional milk, cow's milk, anything like that. It's not going to keep it to the appropriate temperatures. So just keep that in mind. I have heard that with Bell Services, it can actually keep your items in a freezer up there, but I didn't experience that personally, so that is definitely a bummer and something to think about. I've also heard of people literally just ordering a like $75, $80, $100 little like refrigerator that has a freezer section to it and having it delivered to the resort and using that and then like giving it to one of the employees or something when they leave. But that is definitely an option and cheaper than like upgrading to a more expensive hotel to like get that feature. So it just depends, because sometimes it's really inexpensive to upgrade and sometimes it's really expensive to upgrade. For us to have even rented DVC points at this point would have cost us double what we're paying here. So I'm a big proponent for using DVC and renting points, but sometimes it's also not feasible. So that's just another thing to note. It's just with that beverage cooler, you get those with all of the Disney resorts. So just wanted to share that in case you're coming, and that way you can kind of plan your grocery order accordingly. Popping back around to this side, so we just have the stroller parked here. So I have all of that set up, and then over here we have our dresser, which has tons and tons of storage in it, and these drawers are actually pretty deep, which is nice. Actually deeper than some of the others that we've experienced. Just stayed over at Caribbean Beach, and their drawers were actually really narrow, or not quite as deep in their dresser, so this is really nice. But we just have our little charging station set up here. I like to bring a power strip like this and be able to set that up to have for charging everything, kind of central station for everything electronic. Our camera batteries get charged there, and all of our magic bands. And then coming down, we just have a little setup here. We've got our sound machine, we've got our diapers here, so we can just easily grab and get those when our kids need changed. So that's really nice and helpful to have just kind of some different spots laying there. It's organized chaos. I know for some people this is probably like, oh my God, but for us it's organized chaos, so we appreciate that. And then coming down to the drawers, this is really nice. We were able to just put our packing cubes directly in here, which is so incredibly helpful, because then you can actually unpack and be able to see your things and leave them in the packing cubes though, so it makes packing up really easy. So all we have to do is close them, zip them up, and pull them out and throw them back in the suitcase. So for me, I like unpacking that way. I'm not like a take it out of the packing cube kind of person, but that works super well for us, especially if you're doing like a split stay. This works extremely well. So again, another drawer, and then same thing on the bottom. Coming over here, you do have your in-room safe, and then some shelves. Had a couple of extra pillows there. Got that one, we pulled one out, but lots of little cubbies for things. And so I'm so impressed with the organization in these rooms. And then coming over here, you can have an adjoining room. So if you are traveling with extended family, that is an option. Got a nice little kind of coat hook back there so you can hang up some jackets or bags. And then this is our other slumber pod. We have two girls. We have a 3.5-year-old and a 1.5-year-old right now. And so we are using a pack and play for the 1.5-year-old. So that is her sleeping situation. This is the pack and play from Disney itself. I did not rent this. I did not pay for this. They have them complimentary. All you have to do is request them. When you get here, call housekeeping, and they can bring one out to you. It usually comes fairly quickly, so that's really nice. And then it does come with its own sheet. That's just her sleep sack, and then her loveys that she sleeps with, and her little bears, as she calls them, with her pats on them. But that's just kind of her little sleep setup there, but these are free to use. The mattresses are just your traditional, pull this up here, unstrapped this so I can show you guys, but it is it's thin, it's hard on the bottom, and then it does have a slight cushion on the top, but it's your typical pack and play mattress, because it does have to be a hard bed for babies. That's kind of the recommendation, is it does need to be hard sided, so you're not getting anything padded. So if that, I've got that question before, is like, is it cushy and comfortable? It's not going to be cushy and comfortable like an adult bed. That's just how it is with most pack and plays. It's just kind of traditional. But popping into the bathroom here, you do have a spot like how we have his shoes at the bottom, and then you have this space for hanging, and then an open shelf up at the top. Coming around over here, you have more shelving. It does come with an iron, and then this is my curling iron, but it did come with this hair dryer, so that is theirs. That's All-Star Movies, so it stays here. You have lots of room for toiletries, and then more shelves down on this side. So lots and lots of space for putting things. We have our little hamper down here. I like to do laundry on vacation. I'm one of those weirdos, but I love this. And it actually collapses down to like the size of a CD, if you're old enough to know what a CD is, or if you've seen one in a history book. And then coming up, we have more shelving, and I do love this little ledge. It's been perfect for us to put all of our toiletries on for using that. And then the mirror is lighted up the side, over and down. So it's quite a bit of light in this bathroom, and it feels a lot brighter than even some of the other bathrooms that we've used. You do have your makeup mirror here. It is lit, so you can do that. It's not, there we go. You can see it a little bit that way. Then you've got your super close one on that side. And then coming into the bathroom, I have the light off because the fan, I'll turn it on so you can see the lighting situation. So that is what the bathroom looks like with the light on, quite a bit of light. It felt very bright in the shower, which I appreciated because some of the showers feel like a dungeon. And so I liked that it was like the clean white tile, and that was really nice. I'm gonna turn that off so the fan doesn't bother the audio quality. And then this is just our little toddler potty setup. This is a potty seat, and it actually, you can see the suction cups popping out of the side. It suctions to the potty, so it's not like sliding all over the place, and it will collapse down, and you can pop it into this bag and be able to, if you wanted to, throw it in your park bag or your diaper bag if your toddler needs something like this. This is incredibly helpful. We used to take this to the parks all the time. She's gotten to where she doesn't mind, like I can hold her and she can potty and everything when we are in the parks right now. But if you are in that phase, it's definitely great to take, but we have it especially here. That way she can have her own independent, like going to the bathroom here at the resort. And then we have a potty step stool, so technically a squatty potty, but we use it as a stool for her for getting up to the bathroom, and it's really, really sturdy, which is nice. But then it also will collapse down so you can put it into your luggage. So it collapses down really, really small. This will fit in my 21-inch personal size carry-on. So that is really nice about that. And then just toilet garbage and toilet paper over there. Got our towel on the floor for getting in and out of the shower. And then here you have your tub shower combo. Got our bath toys over there. And kind of a look at the rain head, or I don't know, it's not quite a rain head, but it is the shower head. I don't know what to call that, but it does have the little pull across, so you can like pull that across and be able to hang your swimsuits on that. I'm not sure the technical term for that. And then you do have your body wash, your conditioner, and your shampoo all here. And I loved this little ledge. It's the little things that make me happy in like hotel rooms. But I love this because it was tall enough that I could put my things up here and my toddler wasn't like reaching and grabbing my razor or any of our toiletries that we didn't want them to like play with. So that was really nice. It wasn't easily accessible right like along the walls of the shower. So I appreciated that for sure. If you would like to see more hotel room setups that I've done here at Disney Resorts, you can check out this playlist right over here. Thanks so much. Bye.